Hey, what's up guys? It's Carl, and today I'm going to drag your OPFOR kit, kicking and screaming out of the dead Team America meme that you've made it occupy for the last 10 years, and we're going to take a look at what a 2018 OPFOR kit looks like, where details are cool. No, but in all seriousness, I did want to give you a look at what a modern OPFOR kit can look like with a lot of eye towards detail, because that's a point that I consistently see people not really pay much attention to, and if you've caught on by now, details are sort of my thing. Now, what's cool about this kit is that it's probably the most functional set of equipment that I've ever played Airsoft in. All of the Milsim stuff is really cool, but the Uprising games are maybe like a Milsim light. You're not going to be out there the entire time, so you don't really need to carry a whole lot of stuff on you. And it's honestly really hard to get any more minimalist than essentially just pajamas and a chest rig. Now, all of this kit did come from one of my friends who was stationed over in Afghanistan for a period of time, so all of this is about as legitimate as it could possibly be, right? So keep that in mind, but you can find all of this stuff stateside if you do a little bit of digging on eBay and such. Starting from the top, we've got a packle. It's a pretty no-frills wool hat, keeps your head warm. What I do like about this one is that it is kind of this cool charcoal gray color that you don't see super often. Feels like most of the ones that are in Airsoft are that same kind of beige brown color, so this just helps it pop a little bit more. Coming down to what would commonly be called the Shemagh. The Afghans have a different name for it, and these are actually way softer than the normal Shemaghs that you find in Airsoft, especially the ones produced like, Black Hawk or Condor, whoever. This is incredibly soft. It's real nice. You can use it to wipe off your goggles if they fog. Super functional piece of kit. Now, the one real potential downside of this kit is going to be carrying capacity. In the event that you need to carry anything more than 3 mags, you might have a little bit of a hard time doing so. So that's why I've got this US M81 top that I've cut the sleeves off of and hemmed so you don't look like a biker. But this is going to give you 4 additional pockets up here. You do see this a fair amount in reference photos, as well as stuff like fishing vests are really common. Anything that's just going to give you a little bit more capacity for bits and bobs, speed loaders, maybe some snacks, whatever. But it just does help out in carrying a little bit more than you would be able to normally. Down to the chest rig, this is just a standard Chicom, no frills whatsoever. 3 magazines and then 2 frag pouches on either side. You can fit pea grenades in here. They do fit pretty well, but they are going to get crushed if you go prone, so just be aware of that. I've tried to customize mine just a little bit by drawing some really pretty Afghan flowers on it. If you look at a lot of artwork from the area, they're really into flowery and floral things. And that pops up on anything from, drawings on equipment to sometimes scribbles on guns. And like I said, it's the details that make this kit cool. As far as the clothing goes, this is just your standard Salwar kameez top and bottoms. They're really long, really flowy. In fact, a lot of times in reference photos you'll see on the pants, because they are so loose, they'll use like World War I era leg wraps or putties to bind up the extra loose material on the legs. So if you're moving around, you've got all this stuff flying everywhere, it can get a little bit crazy. So you do see that pretty often, and we've done it at games before. Also keeps moisture out of your legs and pants and shoes, etc. This is actually a Tokyo Marui AK, one of the really, really old ones from the era when realistically Marui and Classic Army were your only options. Now, we have done a lot to it over the years. This is from an era where wood kits weren't the standard. A lot of guns come with them now, but back then you got plastic handguards, and you could pay like $200 if you wanted a wood kit. But my dad is really good at woodworking, so he whipped up a set himself. Stained them. This is a garter metal body kit, so if you notice it's got all this rust and patina on it. We threw that on there, stripped the receiver finish off, and then blued it and let it sit out in the rain, and that has given us the gun that you see before you today. Now, it can get really chilly up at Hill 559 at night, so just got like a standard wool sweater that will usually just get thrown over this for nighttime if we plan on going out at night at all. Not even sure what country this is from, just kind of a standard generic wool sweater from a surplus store. Pick one up if you're trying to do this kit and you plan on playing in the cold, because this stuff is really lightweight. Now, probably one of the most iconic pieces of this kit, in my opinion, is going to be the patu, or the wool cloak that you'll see a lot of OPFOR fighters wearing. Really cool, really functional piece of kit. You can essentially wear it as a cape. It's going to keep your chest and your whole neck area warm and throw it over one shoulder. But it can also be used to, again, sustain your ability to carry more items out in the field. Maybe food or some extra ammo. If you bundle it up and kind of throw it over a shoulder as like a sling bag with the ends tied. And I'm sure you'll see that when we get it outside. Now, if you're a bad dude, which unfortunately I am not, this would be your footwear option for this type of kit. If you want to get real hardcore with it, these are Afghan Sandals, and honestly, they suck. Unfortunately, these are way too small for my feet, but when you look at the reference photos, sandals are incredibly common, and it's pretty wild to think about all of these people moving through really mountainous terrain in what is essentially like a light infantry kit, so they need to be fast, wearing these things with like hand-carved tread. It's wild. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't have any in anything remotely close to my size, so that will remain a mystery, but there you have it. Now, in the event of a little bit of rain or moisture, you would throw probably just a standard US M65 cold weather jacket just over the top of all of this stuff. And then if it rains real hard, you just don't fight, because OPFOR units historically just don't go out in the rain. Like I said, it's details. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me today. I hope that you have enjoyed this look at a kit that I feel like we see really often in Airsoft, but it's usually not done very well. But like I said, it's details that make this really cool. And the non-standard way that you have to kind of carry things that you would need out in the field is a little bit fun. It's kind of challenging, honestly. But please, just stop with the Team America memes. They're so dead. They were never funny. I'm sorry to tell you. But honestly, if you have any questions, I will be at Uprising. If you want to come say hi, by all means, do it. Just don't be weird. Don't make it weird. Also, I did want to mention that we are running a flat rate shipping special right now. $4.95 on the website. Anything you buy, no matter the weight, within the continental US, you got that to your doorstep. Ends on Sunday, so if you were planning on picking up a whole lot of stuff and don't want to pay a lot for shipping, get in on it. I'm Carl, this has been GITV, and I will see you guys out in the field.